joins us. And Tanner, the stroke wasn't going early, but the thing about you is what I like is no conscience. You're going to keep firing. And, man, you start knocking down some NBA threes. And your ball club, once you get that stroke going, they really start looking for you, don't they?
Yeah, my teammates do a great job of finding me. I was really struggling to hit shots in the first half, but everybody just kept telling me to shoot it, so it finally started falling down for me in the third quarter.
I'll tell you what, if that's an off night, 20 points and 10 rebounds that you had tonight, 7 of 18 shooting, but I tell you, any high school player would take 20 and 10, so congratulations here in the regional tournament and against a team that you guys knew would be tough, but you hadn't played Henry Clay this year, had you?
Yeah, we haven't played Henry Clay all year, but we knew they were a really good team, but we just wanted to come out and prove to everybody that we're here to stay, and we're trying to make it to Rupp this year.
And at the beginning of the game, Tanner, we're talking with Tanner Johnson, both teams were struggling from the field. Could you put your finger on what that was all about?
I just thought both teams were playing really good defensively. It was a defensive battle for most of the first half, and then we just finally started hitting shots in the third quarter and kind of spread the lead out.
I call it the big three. I don't know what you call it, but I call it the big three. I'm talking to the law firm, okay, of Tanner Johnson, Michael Talbot, and Griffin. You guys combined tonight. At one point in this game, you had 50 of your 56 points, and you combined tonight for a total of, 50 points. So what is it about you, Talbot, and your teammate there, Griffin, that you guys just seem to have such great chemistry?
We've been playing with each other since we were in like 5th or 6th grade, so we kind of know where we're going to be before anybody else does. That just really helps us find each other before anybody else knows. And we all just did a good job of getting to the basket and hitting shots today, and we came out with the victory.
How gratifying is it to know that you're in the regional championship game against Bryan Station tomorrow night? This is something you guys have dreamt about, and something you wanted is to go to that state tournament at Rupp Arena, and now you've got a good opportunity tomorrow night at 7:30.
Yeah, I've been thinking about this my entire life, and it's just awesome that we're able to make this this good run senior year. And it would just be awesome if we could end up in Rupp this year.
Well, before you go, what do you think are going to be the keys against Bryan Station?
We have to slow them down. They push it out a lot in transition, so we're going to have to slow it down a little bit and force them to take tough shots.
Well, great game. Thank you, 20 and 10, Tanner Johnson. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Thank you.
That's Tanner Johnson, our star of the game tonight, as he pumped in 20 and 10 tonight. And that was the microphone. And we'll come back and we'll try to grab Coach Salzman as well here as he wins at 65-44. We'll be back on Prep Spin. And actually, Coach Salzman making his way over here, so we may try to keep it right here and chat with him very quickly here tonight. Coach Salzman, 65-44 winner here. And Coach, you win tonight and convincingly over a good Henry Clay team. Did it matter, Coach, that you obviously didn't matter, but did it matter that you had not played Henry Clay this year?
I don't think so. You could put the Knicks in front of us right now, and we're going to compete.
Yeah.
It's tournament time in Kentucky high school basketball, and I've got 5 seniors who are going to play. They're going to fight you tooth and nail for everything they can get. So, and they did that tonight, and it was just an exceptional defensive effort by the whole team. I don't think you can single out one kid tonight for everything. Everybody did their job. They did exactly what we asked them to do, and we get, our reward is we get to turn around and play arguably, what a lot of people think is the best team in the 11th region, but I hope we got something to say about that.
Your big three tonight, I know you mentioned you can't really point anybody out, but Johnson, Talbot, Griffin, they combined for 50 points tonight for you.
Yeah, I heard, a guy called me and said that, a couple guys were on here last night saying Tanner's a cheap shotting people and stuff like that, and that was just disappointing for me to hear. And, and then Jared and Mike get left off the all-region team. I'd like to see any team that wouldn't want Jared Griffin, Tanner Johnson, or Michael Talbot starting on their team, because if they're there, by God, they're really, really good. So that was disappointing, but, those guys battled through it. They let old coach get upset about that, and they just say, Coach, we just want to win.
Yeah, you just wanted 11th region crown, and like you said, Bryan Station, that's a team that is so quick and athletic. Like Tanner said, you're going to have to figure out a way to slow them down a little bit.
Yeah, CJ does a great job, and then, Andre Davis's dad, Davon, played with me back at Lexington Catholic in 1992 and still one of my best friends in the whole world. And, I sat with him actually before the game watching him with his son, and, it kind of reminded me of him, and he was one of the fiercest, toughest competitors that's ever played at Lexington Catholic. He ought to have his jersey retired at Lexington Catholic for what he did for our program when I was in school. So, it's it'll be a great atmosphere. Bryan Station hasn't been there in a long time. They got great players. My guys are seniors. They've been waiting for this year their entire life.
Yep.
And now's the time for us to step up and get it done.
You both went close to the scores were similar the way Bryan Station beat a good Lafayette team and the way you beat a good Henry Clay team, but I don't know if that really means anything in the 11th region.
Nothing like that matters. It's just throw up the ball and see what happens. Hopefully we'll make a little more shots in the first half and guard like we did tonight.
one kid I got to point out here, I'm listening to you on what I don't think
Peter Whitman.
Yeah, Peter Whitman.
Absolutely. He
Goodness gracious.
You think he served notice next year that he'll be a nice player as a junior?
You know what he also served notice as? He got his money's worth tonight.
He did.
He got his money's worth.
He played great. I thought he was exceptional. You know, Walker Booth did a great job too, but Peter came in and did exactly what we needed to do.
Coach, you're in the 11th region title game, and your ball club right where it wants to be this time of year in the 11th region, toughest region in the state.
No question.
We'll see you tomorrow night. We'll have it both on the WVLK and Prep Spin. Thank you, Coach.
All right, guys. We'll see you soon.
We'll be back and wrap it up.
News Talk by
Todd Graves with special guest Les Miles. Fans seem to have a set of game day traditions they really love.
And one tradition I really love is the one love of Raising Cane's. The delicious taste of those fresh, never frozen chicken fingers, along with that amazing cane sauce, lemonade, and sweet tea.
Wow, I think that covers every game day tradition out there.
You didn't mention my sweet dance moves.
That's a whole other show.
Raising Cane's.
One love.
This is a special place.
Our home court advantage.
With the support of our fans and the Big Blue Nation, we can accomplish anything.
That same hometown advantage can be yours at Central Bank.
With their winning personal service, Central is passionate about helping me succeed.
They're always behind me, helping guide my financial strategy, and they can help you too.
Think local.
Grow local.
Bank local. Put Central Bank's hometown advantage to work for you.
Folks, this is Gary Ball, and you hear my catchphrase, soup and a sandwich. When I want the best potato soup and prime rib sandwich, I head over to Rafferty's Restaurants after my games. Check out Rafferty's 9 great locations throughout Kentucky, and all you teens, you can eat at Rafferty's before those big ball games. The open prime rib sandwich is what legends are made of. Ask Joe B. Hall, the legend himself, it's his favorite. Rafferty's a big supporter of high school sports throughout